What is up, everybody? I think it's the 29th episode of Talkin Brash. More importantly, it's the first Talkin Brash since I am 42. I'm 42 now, everyone. So, you know, if you'd like to wish me a happy birthday, I have a website. It's LokiGuitarOfficial.com. LokiGuitarOfficial.com. There's all sorts of stuff you can do. You know, like, I have a merch store, there's a tip function, but, you know, I don't want anything for free, but you can if you want. Tipping is always great, appreciated. It keeps the channel growing, strong. But I do have a merch store also, all these fine items right here for you guys to fucking grab up. Fine way to celebrate my birthday. You know, I'm one of these dudes that whatever I take in from you guys, it goes right back into the channel. Like, I've already improved my production immensely. Like, it looks better, it sounds better. I've gotten things for recording, so it goes right back into the channel and into the content that I'll be creating and continue to create. So I appreciate you guys for always fucking supporting me, dude. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's been a fun experience to do this and grow the channel and just do something different, you know, in a time where everything's kind of just taken away from under us. We're not allowed to do certain things, and my situation's, you know, a little bit different too. You know my deal. I don't need to explain it. So I'm just trying a way to not redefine myself, but just stay busy and hold the fort down while I work out some other things on the back end. And you guys are the fucking major players and all that, and I appreciate you. If you don't already subscribe to the YouTube channel, go to the YouTube channel. It's Loki Guitar Official. It's all here on the screen. Up there somewhere. It's up there, down here. Loki Guitar Official. Please subscribe. Like the videos. It's important to get in that YouTube algorithm and have more people see the show. So yeah, now that I've got the business out of the way, I'd like to introduce a fella that I've known for a minute. We would, when Darrow was playing shows out in West Virginia, my boy here would fucking help hook up the fucking situation, hook up the show, hook up the party and the after party. All around swell guy, always smiling. When I found out he was a prison guard, I'm like, no. You're the nicest dude ever. How could you be a prison anything? Fuck it, eh? But here he is, my good friend Zach. What's up, dude? From the Big Bad, everybody. Here we go.
What's up, buddy? How are you doing?
I'm good, bro.
Hey, what's happening? Good. I'm actually proud to say that I'm formerly a prison guard. I'm
formerly a prison guard.
I'm a homemaker with a 17-year-old cat and a big goofy hound dog.
See, this is what you should have been the whole time with that smile.
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine you yelling at somebody like, "Get back in there!" Like,
it's really weird. It's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Dumbass. It's like the fact that they listen. It's even funnier to me because I'm just like, oh wow, they're listening. Wow, this is great.
Fucking A, dude. But me and Joe were reminiscing too, like we were talking about like the Darrow days when we used to come over there. What was that one venue we would play?
We'd always we'd play the Empty Glass a lot, and then the Blue Parrot. The Empty Glass is where we first met, though. That's
the Empty Glass was the place we played a couple of times.
Yeah, that's actually where we became a band. Like, we used to go and like play open mic because nobody booked us, and so we kept playing open mic until finally they let us play.
Is that place still there?
Yeah, it's still there. Like, it's had a little bit of trouble, but I think they got one of those bailouts, maybe.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I think so. So it's actually like a pretty legendary bar, like a lot of crazy, like, it's like on the 100 greatest bars in America list or whatever, which is crazy because it's just a fucking dive. But it's home.
Fucking it's one of my concerns in this whole mess, obviously, besides what I'm gonna do with my life and my career after this, is all the venues, like the small to mid-tier venues like that. Yeah, they're all like mom and pop business, right? And they're having a hell of a time keeping open through this, and at the other end, it's going to be like just a war of attrition to see who remains open, who can continue to pay rent with no customers, no anything. So
my wife actually joked. She said, "Oh, they say it's only 25 people capacity. You don't have to worry about that. There's never 25 people that show up at your guys' shows.
Damn,
you can still play. What are you talking about?"
Nothing like a supportive people in your life. That's awesome. How's she doing? She was our IT tech for a little while here, right? So she was making sure that we're running smoothly and everything's working. But how's she been?
Good, man. She's a teacher, so it's been like really difficult for her, like throughout all this. Like, it's a guessing game, much just trying to figure out. And the kids that show up don't show up, and the kids that are doing digital learning, they're not tuned in. Like they're not,
right.
They're not, it's just, and you got a lot of angry parents because kids are not, and I don't know. It's just.
Right. I mean, it's hard enough to keep kids tuned in when they're there in person. Imagine,
we're
buffering a little bit, but it's all right. It's all right.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. We're buffering a little bit,
but
now? We'll power through it. It's no problem. Or maybe we lost Zach in total. I don't know.
We'll power through it. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, man, fucking, it's hard enough to keep kids' attention while they're right there in fucking person, let alone on a Zoom call,
Shit.
I think I lost Zach. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'm here.
Okay.
Let me see. There we go. That's working better. I'm closer to the. Yeah, does that work?
Yeah, that's working.
All right.
Your arm's gonna be tired.
Okay, we're gonna walk around the room until we find. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Let's see.
This is what happens when you build a tiki bar. It's like here.
Well, I mean, also I live in the sticks. I live in the sticks too.
Yeah.
So like where you guys actually never been to my area. Like I live like an hour south. Like I'm just surrounded by mountains.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's someone said a joke. It's the big bad connection.
It is a big bad connection. Seriously. Okay, I think we're good now.
I think we got it straight, man.
I think it's under control.
Fucking so you were saying like the beginnings of the big bad. Tell me actually how that came about, man. Like what made you guys decide to A, do music, and B, do it in horror punk?
Well, I've been in bands since I was like 13 years old. I've been playing in bands, and like the horror thing, like I was raised up at a funeral home, and like I was obsessed with horror movies, and always like lyrically, like I always kind of drifted that way, and like of course I knew the Misfits and TSOL and like a couple other bands that flirted with horror stuff, and so I moved to Charleston after I got married, and I didn't know anybody. So literally before I went and looked for a job, I would go and bump people in the mall and be like, "Hey, you don't play music, do you?" Like people I thought like they'd be wearing like a cool T-shirt, and I'd be like, "Hey, boom!" I bump into him. "Hey, you don't play music, do you?" Then I bumped into our first guitar player, and he bought an acoustic. We played like a bunch of hardcore songs for a while, and then he left this acoustic guitar at my house, and I started writing like the first Big Bad songs, and like we got the other guys, and it just kind of went from there, and we called ourselves the Big Bad because we couldn't decide on our name, and like we were all big Buffy nerds, so we're like, yeah, let's call it the Big Bad. And I was like, yeah, there's nobody doing horror punk now. And then my buddy, who was our bass player, his ex-fiance was friends.
When is this, would you say?
This is 2003. 2002, 2003. And she goes, "Oh yeah, there's this band Blitzkid. They're from Bluefield. Oh my God, you guys will love them." And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever. We're gonna do better than they do." But
yeah,
because I never heard of them. And
right.
I listened to Let Flowers Die, and I listened to Mr. Monster, and just kind of like really, really dug everything. and went up and saw a couple shows with them and gave them our EP, and we started playing shows together. It really opened a lot of doors for us. Like, I mean, you know, because I
Yeah.
mean, they just became our good friends. That's how we became acquainted too. So awesome.
Yeah, back then it was everyone was just finding each other. It was the infancy of social media, the internet, really. Um, so it
Hmm.
was cool finding people in different parts of the country that were like minded and like the same shit. Um,
Oh yeah, it was really,
you know, and us
it
and
was
Crypt
really,
Keeper too, because I remember playing with Crypt Keeper back. Like they're probably the earliest band that I remember playing with. Fucking CK5 back when they were like an 8-piece. They had fucking they had so many members.
oh yeah. I got to see like the last bit of that when I think they were supporting Trent Makes, and it was right before the rise of Palace Depression and the Darker Days. Like before they
Right.
released that, I got to see the big band with Green Goblin Project, and it was awesome. And I don't know, it's pretty wild. Like me, John's probably one of my best friends in the world. Like I talk to him
Yeah.
almost every day. Like he's such a good dude. Like they're like the best dudes on the face of the planet. Like such good
Absolutely.
fans, such good fucking players, just good people. Period.
Absolutely. I got to tour with them. I did the Roving Midnight, the
Yeah.
European tour that they were a part of, and it was their first time overseas. And yeah, all those dudes are just fucking awesome. Awesome to tour with, awesome to hang out with. Great musicians, and they're just about the music,
Yeah.
man. They're just about that music.
Oh yeah.
And
Johnny
Johnny couldn't be happier for that dude, right? It's just started a family.
people in the
Fucking
world, you know, like just
yeah,
you can't have better to play with or just play shows with. For a minute there, I thought, we got a thing again. It's going. We're
it's all
back
right.
though. I think.
Yeah.
I think we're back. Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, like Johnny, I couldn't be happier for that dude. Fucking just starting a family. Fucking because he's just the nicest guy on the fucking
yeah.
planet.
Yeah, man, and he's super talented. He just released a t-shirt company, like Monster Kids.
Yeah.
.com.
Yeah, I was seeing a few things where I guess he was releasing some artwork of or different things that he was
yeah,
just
he's doing
recently
shirts
posting.
and doing prints. Like they're really really cool, man. They're really cool, and I love
Yeah.
those babies. I can't wait to meet them, dude. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Like yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I
But-
need to get him on here. Yeah, I haven't had him on here yet because obviously he's been a little fucking busy, but I'll get him on here.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually when we talk, he's either feeding a baby or he's at work. So, you know,
Right.
The way we made such good buddies, I used to work night shift all the time, and he was delivering stuff. So I'd get off on night shift and I'd get drunk and talk to him all day, talk to him until like 12 o'clock in the day. I'd be like, I got to go. If not, I'm not going to make it to work tonight.
That's hilarious. Some kid just wrote on the chat that I saw the Big Bad in Philly last year. They seemed a little drunk.
I think we might have been a little bit drunk, actually. Yeah,
Right.
we've been known to drink a little bit.
Right.
Actually, I think I know the show he was referring to. We had a sub guitar player and a bass player who did not come fully prepared. So yeah, that was drunkenness is never actually a real problem, but that show it was just not.
It was more than that.
It was actually more than that. It was actually way more than that.
So there you go, Austin. It was more than that. It wasn't that they were drunk. They were drunk, but it wasn't that they were drunk.
Don't get me wrong. We were very drunk. They have the bartender Mike at the Tusk. He really takes care. He always takes care of me.
Right.
And he decided it's a good idea to feed me whalers on the regular when I get there. So you can't really turn that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about like the different iterations of the band. Like
Oh man.
like obviously that's how you got started. But when was your actual first release? When did you guys start really becoming like
a band?
Yeah.
Well, like the first iteration, we did an EP and we just gave it to people. We gave it to everybody. And my mind was like, everybody's like, why are you giving it away? I'm like, dude, if we give it away, people listen to it, they'll put it in their car, and then when they come back to our show, they'll sing our songs to us, and that'll make for a better show.
Right.
So it made total sense. Then we did a full length, And actually, we just released that during COVID, like for the first time ever. It's called
Oh, really?
it's called Dress for a Funeral, because
Okay.
we used to wear ties, and we used to just dress like we were pallbearers or something.
Right.
So that was the whole like thing behind that. And so then after that, I met our longest running bass player, the Colonel, and I let him listen to the album. He goes, "Dude, why aren't we doing this?" And I was like, "Well, we can. We just met. Sure, man." So then we got my childhood friend Flannery, who we called Freddie Machete, and Stripes actually played in the band for a while.
Did he?
Like played drums for a while, and then we got a different dude because Stripes moved to Philadelphia and did his thing, and then we had a fight like people have fights, and I did two side projects. I did this band called the Mad Bats, which was songs that were meant for the big bad, and then I did a band called Beaver Knievel, which was like a rock and roll band, and then we got back together. Then I got the drummer from the Mad Bats, and we reformed, and we put out the second, the third album actually, and it was See You in the Shadows, and it got really good response, and like we just started playing like on the regular and playing everywhere we could. That's around the time we started hooking up with Darrow and everything, and then the next album was the self-titled that we put out on Whorehound, and my cousin Jack joined the band as a full-time member, playing keyboard and sax, and he's been with me the longest now.
Right.
Other people, like, I don't know, I'm Peter Pan. I'm Peter Pan if like Peter Pan had a boner and drank a bunch. Like, I don't want to grow up. I have no interest in that.
I feel you.
But some people, they get married and they got to grow up. Me, I've been married since I was a baby, since I was 20, and she has no interest in me growing up either, so it works.
Right. Good. I like this. This is what more people should strive to be themselves.
Yeah.
There's I've seen so many situations where couples get together and they force fit themselves into each other because they think either that's what the other person wants or that's the only way it's going to work. And if that's the only way it's going to work, then it's not working.
No, it's not. No, I mean, I was lucky, dude. I found true love at a young age. Like, I mean, we're high school sweethearts. We've been together for 20 years. We're coming up on 18 years being married. So, I mean, like, it works. Yeah.
There's a difference between being like a team and or just trying to like
get by, skim by, and not ever
skim by. And not only that, but like some people just give up on their goals and their personality because I don't fucking know why. I can't even comprehend why someone would do it. But obviously, I'm a single fucking dude. I'm 42, so but that's the goal, right? To be a team, but still keep your identity.
Yeah, exactly, man.
And that's what it's all about.
Exactly. Keep your. I mean, and I'm not saying those dudes. I'm not saying anything bad about anybody, older members or anything. Well, one dude, like, he had a drink.
You don't have to say it. I'll say it.
Yeah. One member, he's 6 years sober this year. Like he had a drink.
Good for him.
Had to get sober. He has a beautiful child. He has a beautiful 3-year-old boy. He's still one of my best friends in the world. Comes here, hangs out with me like on the regular. We're still like brothers, but he wanted to have a baby. He wanted, and he still loves play music. Still, we set up till 6 a.m, talking about nothing but music.
Yeah.
Like,
well, there's one thing. It's one thing to want those things, but it's another to not want it and do it. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So big happy birthday! Speaking of age and all this other good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you swigging on anything?
I'm just about to swig on this. I haven't really. I've had a problem. Every Friday, I've had this thing called Blackout Friday. And boy, I've really been living up to it.
I try to space it out between like 2 days.
Right. Yeah.
It's like I'm hungover the first day, and then I'll live life regular the second day, and then by the third day, I'm just like, fuck it, man, it's time to party.
Yeah. But I didn't drink yesterday. It was, dude. In fact, I was thinking about it last night, laying in bed. Actually, I had a lame night. It was super laid back, pretty lame. I had worked all day, didn't really do anything, and went to bed kind of early. I'm just laying there, and I started thinking. I'm like, when was the last time I was even home on my birthday?
Yeah.
And it's a tough question to answer.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I was home on my birthday. And B, when was the last time that I was in some strange city just getting fucking, having a great time with all, like, whoever was at that show or with my friends or whoever? Like, it's always a big night. And 2020, bro, I was just sitting there laying in my bed just doing not a goddamn thing. And I was just like, man.
That's Well, actually, it's not as bad as the last concert I went to was on my birthday. It was March 6th, and it was a show for my wife. Which, don't get me wrong, I really dig the one. Like, we went and saw the Get Up Kids and Dashboard Confessional, and like the Get Up Kids were fucking great. They're fantastic. I have no shame in my game. And you know what? Like, Dashboard, the guy fucking controls the audience. There was not a single fucking dry pair of panties in that entire room. I will say this. I've never seen so many frat bros with hookah shell necklaces singing with tears running down their eyes. Like,
damn.
I'd be like crying like singing their hearts out. And I was just like, damn. And like, legitimately, there was so much White Claw sold at that show that I almost wanted to buy stock in. It was ridiculous.
Bro, yeah, you should have bought stock in it right then and there because White Claw is taking over the fucking planet.
Yeah, like
all those
if I want to drink
the people
healthy,
who want to
drink Tito's and La Croix.
All the people who want to look after their figure, that they care about that kind of stuff, they all drink White Claw.
Well, me being a degenerate, I'm not even really a big vodka guy, but if I'm gonna watch my figure and I'm trying to drink healthier, I'll drink vodka and La Croix or Bubbly's or something, or whatever you call them. I don't know, like seltzer waters. But I like seltzer water. It's fucking. Everybody else thinks they're fucking terrible. I'm like, they're kind of good.
Joe he said the same joke now for 3 shows in a row. Shouldn't this blood be running up the walls? Because I have like these blood splattered bullshits on we're framed by blood splatter on the show right now. And Joe has said this joke now 3 shows running. And no one's actually said where it's from or why he's saying it.
I just like behind me is just there's an air like the ambiance was over on the other side, but there was no. I was just like, yeah, this is gonna be lit cool. I got my fucking puffer fish here and shit. And I'm just like, here's an air conditioner. Here's a skirt that I bought from Dollar Tree, and I hung it up as a curtain. But I was like, yeah, this is gonna be great. I got the fucking the one painting in the background. It's gonna look cool.
Right.
Yeah, that shit's that ship sells.
It's all right. It's still got the tiki vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like you got fucking shit right there.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna insulate it and put flooring down just because like it's turning really fucking cold really quick here.
Yeah.
But no, like it's pretty cool, man. It's been like a passion project. It's been like the one thing that's kind of kept me sane during all this shit. Like we bought one of those sheds that you see for sale.
Right.
And
how big is it?
It's like 10 by 20 or something. I don't. It's pretty big. Like it's a pretty big it's a big space. Like I'm actually gonna put a bed up the top and like pretty much whenever bands come in and stuff. Like I got a place to entertain them now. Nobody ever has to worry about getting a fucking like a hotel or anything. Like we can stay here. So that was actually another part of it. I was like, for as many bands that I have that come through and that I'm friends with, I was like, I don't, my house isn't like the biggest place. I have a guest room, but like I need, somewhere we can go and keep the party going.
Dude, it looks badass. And I'm actually, I've never stayed at your house. We never.
Yeah,
that's not something.
You guys were either traveling like that night or something.
Yeah.
Or like I think you guys the first night I had work the next day and you guys crashed out at my buddy's skate shop, like a buddy's skate shop that he was trying to open, and it was pretty fucking ghetto.
Right.
Like, but yeah, that was Dead and Wasted and.
Right. Do you remember that show?
Yeah, I totally remember that show.
Because I mean, those shows were.
That was so bad. I mean, it was a good show, but it's like it was so bad. Like I'm pretty sure that Marvin, the bouncer, was gonna fucking kill. Was gonna kill some of the dudes from Dead and Wasted just because
Probably.
they were just going off. And like I remember their road dude,
The wolf.
yeah, he drank like a whole bottle of Jack Daniels and
Yeah.
was like a fucking animal that night.
We forget how crazy the wolf was, really, because like you know, out of sight, out of mind. I haven't seen that dude in fucking what 9, 8 years or some shit like that. So
yeah, he was wild. He was wild, dude. He was totally wild.
Yeah, we forget how fucking wild that all was, but Jesus Christ. And like some chick fell in love with Johnny Wasted. Remember that? And she was like trying to follow him. And she locked her keys in her car and
yeah. Dude.
We unlocked them out of her car.
Dude, there's some crazy stuff that happens in and outside of that bar. Like, dude, I've been there and it's like the door locks and then it becomes like kind of a speakeasy after. And it's like anybody who's like, you know, making that Skrilla is there. And,
right.
And unless you're down, man, you're a stranger in a strange land. But like all those dudes are totally cool with me. Like, I mean, you know, and
yeah,
I've been there like till 4 a.m, just going, oh God. And my wife, and then I know I'm in real shit when my wife pings my phone. She goes, "Where the fuck are you at?" And I'm like, "I'm at the class. I'm not driving. I got an Uber. It's okay." You know, or the bouncer, Marvin's gonna drive me. He's my buddy. Nothing bad's gonna happen. You know, it's crazy shit, man.
You've nailed down your own drunk voice.
Oh yeah. It's just like, huh? No. What are you talking about? I don't sound drunk at all. It's terrible. But I have my own bar, so I don't have to really worry about that unless we play shows.
Yeah. You know, you were a disclaimer to me before we first ever met. I think it was probably Joe. But he's like, "Oh man, we get you and Zach together in a room, it's gonna be trouble." And like the first time I met you, like you had that nice thing of moonshine or whatever.
Yeah.
And that became one of my favorite things about fucking going down there and hanging out with you guys and playing with you guys. I'm like, oh, Zach's probably got some killer moonshine. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, me and you always tear it up, dude. Like I remember Ghouls Night Out, like the one in North Carolina. Like it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. You were like drinking scotch, and like my wife comes looking for me. And then, like, I go back to the room, and apparently I escaped the room and then slept walk, and I woke up, and I was in my underwear in the stairwell, and, like, they were looking for me. She got so fucking pissed. She, like, left with the Meadows. Like, me and Jack were left to, like, drive the van home, and she didn't go with us. She was bad. She was that bad. It's like, dude, I got woken up in this. She goes, "We've been looking everywhere for you." Oh my God. And I'm just like, oh. It's like, I'm sorry. I have clothes on this time. Like, we got this one song called Lunar Age. And one night after a show, we got a room because she was tired and I was a little bit drunk or whatever. And, well, I don't drink and drive. Like that's like my golden rule. I just don't do it.
Right.
And, so we got a room and, well, I felt something shaking me awake. And at that point in time, I used to just sleep naked all the time. Not because I felt sexy, just because I get wedgies in my sleep. Well, I woke up and it's a cop. I'm downstairs in the lobby of the hotel. And it's while their breakfast party is going on. There's like kids there and shit. And then like comes 7 more of his buddies. And I'm surrounded by 8 cops. And they're getting ready to beat the shit out of me. And I was like, man, please don't take me to jail. Please don't take me to jail. I'm going to lose my job if I go to jail. They were like, where do you work at? I was like, at the jail. And they were like, why are you wearing makeup for? I was like, I'm in a horror punk band. I was like, look, man, I sleepwalk. Honestly, I swear to God, I sleepwalk. And like and I was like, if you call my wife, she will tell you. You can ask her, by yourselves. She'll tell you the truth. So the lady up there calls her. She goes, is your husband covered in tattoos? And she goes, yeah. And she goes, well, we had to call the cops because he's been down here walking around naked. And so Ashley had to come. It was like blankets that you see on fucking like CSI that they just give out if somebody has a bloody nose.
Right.
No, there's none of that shit to be found. It was just me and my hands. And like they were escorting me like I'm fucking Hannibal Lecter. And they go, ma'am, is there gonna be a domestic dispute after this? And she goes, no, he's telling you the truth, assholes. He's like serious. He really does sleepwalk. so yeah, that kind of like. So we wrote this song called Lunar Age, and it's just about being a werewolf waking up in the woods naked, covered in fake blood, or covered in blood. But because it's like it's the closest thing to lycanthropy I can really actually think of. It's just like
right.
waking up.
I mean,
and know what the fuck's
who
going
knows?
on.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
Joe's in the comments.
As a kid,
Joe's in the comments. He's first time
Joe's in
Daryl
the
played
comment?
with the big bad. Their entire band, one by one, dropped outside the venue until all of them were passed out on the curb. Yeah, sounds about right.
That sounds about right. We love the party. I was so excited too. I was really, really, really excited to meet you guys. Like, because I watched you guys play in bands, like throughout the year, like with Michael and stuff. And I was like really excited to meet all you guys. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. It was
awesome.
Time, yeah, and we had a bunch more awesome times after that.
Yeah.
Like like there's Shaka Khan, the aftershock we were talking about earlier. Let me grab my bottle from the other side of the table here.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. While he's doing that, I will take a swig of this. Joe, I can't play that video because I will get a copyright thing and it will block my video from being played. So that's why I can't play that video. I don't want
really?
YouTube to be fucking with this channel.
Huh. All right, on.
Cheers.
But yes, Prost. Happy birthday, buddy. You're drinking the Tell 'em or Do.
Yeah, I enjoy the Tully.
We can't get that here. Like in this town. You can get it in Charleston, but that's like an hour.
Yeah.
But it's good stuff. I like Tell 'em or Do. I love the commercial with the swanky dude all covered in tattoos and you can't understand the fuck what he's saying.
I didn't know they had a commercial.
Yeah. He's like, brush your bitch, my daughter, Trevor. That's really terrible. That sounds very bad. What I just did. But it's like, you can't understand what the fuck he's saying. And he goes, do a shot first, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, and then he goes, da, 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 da. And he's like, do a shot first, da, 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 da. Tell him or do. And I'm just
Tell
like,
him or do.
I'm just like, man, that guy's fetching. Look at him. He's got a fucking swank ass haircut. And he's fucking goddamn covered in tattoos and looking all dapper. We went to this, we were in New York, and we were just in we were in Lloyd Kaufman's last movie, hashtag Shakespeare Shitstorm, and we found this. It was really like I didn't think we were gonna be in the movie because like it was really going on, but like we were like in the climax of the movie playing, and our bass player couldn't make it at the time. So Goolsby came up and subbed. He's in the movie with us. It was really fun.
It's awesome.
So like in between, like we're waiting, they're doing like a bunch of shots and like they're running behind. So we walked down the street and there's this Irish pub. And like, I'm not shitting you. This fucking chick looked just like Parker Posey. And she was like off the boat Irish and like, just like, oh lads, da da da. And I was just like, oh my God, you're an angel. And she just kept on like feeding us drinks like the entire day. And like, and at one point, like, there's a Pogue's Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
They had it there. And apparently, like, at the time, they couldn't sell it in the States. But she goes, oh, the Pogues, yeah, the band, you know them? And I'm like, yes, I know the Pogues. What are you talking about? And she's like, well, like, Jack bought, like, my cousin Jack, he's a dude. He's like, yeah, I'll buy everybody around. Yeah, da, da, da. So I was like, I can't buy everybody around because I'm kind of poor. But I'll buy you a drink of this, It was like $26 for a shot.
Damn.
Of that, but it was delicious. But I was like, holy shit! I was like, the only time I've ever paid more than that or that much for a shot was like, I think it might have been Pappy Van Winkle and then like Absinthe at the Absinthe bar in Memphis.
Right.
It's like they actually have they have the Manson
there.
And it's like they're actually able to sell that, But then apparently the guy disappointed me. He told me like. It wasn't wormwood that was going to make you hallucinate. It was like, it was the fact that like the pipes were bad wherever they first made it, and people were dying of lead poisoning.
Right.
So if you were in Europe, like they'll give you acid with it, which I just done this past week for the first
time ever.
Yeah, first time. I've done shrooms and stuff, but I've never done acid. It was fun.
Wow.
Like I had a really good time. Like
we have a whole new topic to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't give a fuck, dude. I mean, I have a good time. I don't give a shit, dude.
What was that? What was that door opening like?
It was very like my head felt tingly. I was smiling. I could see all kinds of like,
Yeah.
because I have all
First of
kinds of
all,
crazy
what did you? First of all, in what form did you take it?
it was gel.
Okay.
It was a gel tap, and like my dude, he'd been on a he's taken that journey many times before,
Right.
and he's like, you liked it? I was like, yeah. He's like, next time I'll bring a stronger dose, and I'm like, yeah, okay, let's do this, man. I'm like, yeah, fuck, let's go to the spirit wall. But like, it was a good time. Like, I always thought that I would have a bad experience, but it put me in like I was in a total
Right.
positive headspace the entire time.
If you have a good headspace, you'll have a good time.
Yeah, and like at one point he kind of went dark, and I was like, whoa, let's push back here, buddy. Let's push back.
Right.
Don't dwell on that stuff.
See, I might.
And like, I thought
If I hang out with you, I might do. I might do acid
no,
if I
good.
hang out
totally
with you.
fun. Like, it was.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, you have this just fucking happy mentality where because I also go to the dark side because I'm just like my brain is just I've seen too many things. I've fucking lived through too many things, and my brain just goes to the bad things. But I think if I hang out with you, I'll be like, yo, he's having a fucking grand old time. This is great.
Yeah. I think it's here around as long as you trust the person. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. Like, I get paranoid too, though. But like, and I thought it was gonna be. I was sitting there going, God, please please don't smite me this way. If you're there, don't smite me, you big fucking asshole. Then I went outside to pee, and I was like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Joe's making fun of West Virginia, by the way. You know, he thinks Joe's making fun of West Virginia. Like, I guess like everything that you guys do is like some backwoods fucking bullshit. Because he's like, Joe tabs, I haven't seen those since the '90s. You might have got some backwoods trippy meth.
Oh. Well, guess what, Joe? I did meth, and it was on accident because I thought it was cocaine. And you know what? It was fun as shit.
There you go.
Oh,
see.
And you know what? I did it 4 more times just to make sure that I didn't like it. Those were a long 4 days.
Right. Joe thinks because he's from a big city that he's the only one that knows what it's like. Yeah.
He's been living in Tennessee. You don't know shit, man. Damn.
You're a Tennessee boy now.
Tennessee boy. Half my family lives in Tennessee.
And he's out in Jackson.
Yeah, dude. Jackson, dude. I've never driven that far south, and I did it in one night. Like, from here, and it's like 9 hours.
Yeah.
Like, and I drove it straight down there for the one show. We did it last summer. No, you weren't there. You weren't there. Were you there?
No, I only went to see you when you had that convention or whatever. We hung out at that bar or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, I was thinking of the show that oh gosh, what's the name of that show?
I wasn't there. I was on tour.
Yeah, you were on tour, and Homeboy filled in. God damn it, why is my mind going blank?
Dean,
yeah, Dean filled in. It was us, Harley Poe, Crypt Keeper 5. Like, it was a really good lineup, man. It was a really good. The Zombie Stomp. Yeah, shit.
Right.
Give me a second. I had a fucking brace on. I was wearing like old men's shoes because my foot was so swollen I couldn't get anything on other than like these slip-on Skechers. They were like fucking like they looked like beach shoes. They were terrible, but I couldn't wear anything else because I had this fucking leg brace on.
Damn.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good time. Yeah,
Jackson's a trip, man. It's way out there.
Yeah, it is, dude. It's way out there, and like, but like, I still have like friends that we met there, and like, and that still talk to me like to this day. Like, nice to be like, hey, when you come back, and like, I feel so shitty because like we were supposed to play 2 different times, and this is actually beyond my control. Like, the drummer fucking bailed. We kicked him out of the band. We were supposed to play Memphis. Like, he was supposed to, he like canceled last minute, so we had to cancel the show. Then like. Some other members that are no longer with us in the band, they're like,
are they dead?
We don't want to drive all the way for that one. I'm like, dude, we booked this. You signed off on it, and they're no longer with it. But I'm not talking bad, but like it made me it put me in a bad place because like we loved it, like we loved down there and stuff, and wanted to go because like we made all these friends in Jackson, and like they were coming to see us in Memphis. Joe was actually supposed to come to the show in Memphis, and we canceled. It was such a fucking bummer, dude. It sucks so bad. it's there's nothing more like it feels so unprofessional, especially like when you're somebody who really strives to get ahead, and just other people for some fucking reason just don't respect it the way you do, and just they're just like yeah, and it's just that sucks, man. It's terrible, but you know that's what's being in a band, and like you live and you learn. You get people that actually really want to fucking do it, which I can say we finally fucking have a group of dudes that really are really into it and like really down.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough finding people like that.
Yeah, it really is, dude. It's rough, man. But
fucking when you say they're no longer with us, I thought they were dead. I'm like,
no, they left Neverland.
Right.
You know, that's the thing. You know, they left Neverland. That's
they woke up.
They woke up.
I remember there was the one dude that you had where you were calling yourselves the fucking Toxic Twins.
Oh no, he named us that. That was Kyle. That was
right.
That was Kyle. Got nothing but love for Kyle. Like me and him are still friends. He's right. But no, Kyle called us the Toxic Twins, and I'm just
I'm like, what the fuck's he talking about?
I'm just like, what are you talking about? I'm way prettier than you. You fucking Jesus Christ, man, fuck. And but then but we were very toxic together. Like, I mean, I will say that. But at the same time, like, I'm just like, the people from Aerosmith call themselves that, right? Like, And he's just like, yeah, man, but we're. And I'm just like, nah. You got T-shirts made.
I have one.
You do? You have one still?
I have one. I had to get one. To remind you forever that this happened. I made sure I got one.
Dude, you know what? It's really, really sweet when somebody loves you that much.
I think he gave me it. All right, so remember that place Munchies? Is that still there?
Yeah. No, man. No, they closed. Those are really cool. Dude, that was one of the most fucking violent shows I think we've ever played. Like, there's video of that show, of us playing that show. Like it's like half of our set and half of your guys' set.
Right.
Dude, that fucking crowd was brutal as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, our really good friend who hangs out with us on the regular. Like, we met for the first night that night. I was like, dude, are you okay? She's like, I just got punched in the fucking face. And I was like, you want to do a shot? And like, but now, like, I mean, she's a really, really great friend of Jack's, and like, just, she fucking like helps us break down and sell merch and everything. Like, she's the best, dude. She's one of our best friends, period. But we met that night. I was like, are you okay? She's like, I was hit in the fucking face. And I was like, holy shit. Because like I got in the pit for a minute. I was like, yeah, fuck it. Not for me. I done got my ass kicked. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good show, though. That was a really good show.
Yeah, that Munchies place was
that was a good venue, too, man. Like, it just, the guy that ran it for the most part, he moved, and they just stopped because they were getting pretty big acts in there, too. Like, yeah. I mean, not like you, Jackson, but like, I mean, they got ICP in there.
Yeah, that dude Brian Resner.
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, and he was like a big wrestling guy, right?
Yeah,
so
he was he was a good guy, like nice guy.
Yeah, where the fuck did he go?
I think he moved to Florida or something.
Okay, I
think that's where he moved. We played another really good show there with Goolsby, like with the Road Midnight and stuff. That was a great show. Me and Emilio crashed together at our guitar player Jimmy's house at that point in time, because he lived in Beckley, and me and Emilio crashed out in the same bed. He woke up the next morning. He goes, Zach, you can really snore. You can really snore. And I was like, I'm sorry, dude. He goes, you really, really snore. And I blow off the roof, man. And he was like, I didn't sleep at all. You really snore. I was like, yeah, dude.
Got it. Yeah.
It's like, he's so polite and so it's so lovable. It's super duper nice. And he was like, just trying to be like, you motherfucker. Anybody else would be like, you motherfucker. You kept me up all goddamn night. He's like, you really snore, Zach.
Almost concerned.
Oh yeah. I think he was actually concerned, because I'm pretty sure I die in my sleep sometimes. But
we should get those
I did a test.
apnea machines. The fucking machine.
Yeah, I had one. Here's the thing. I did a test, and I went through all the hoorah or whatever, and like I got the mask, and I would wear it, but I would always take it off in my sleep. And like they read that shit, and like if you don't wear it like a certain amount of time, the insurance won't pay for it. So I was just like, fuck it, man. So then like the fucking like the mask place starts calling me, and they're like, we're calling the law on you if you do not bring this mask in today. And I'm just like, I'm just trying to live, man. I'm just trying to live my best life. What are you doing?
Right.
Like, yeah. And like, so I gotta go do that whole fucking thing over again if I'm gonna do that.
Right.
Mostly, I just gotta. I probably need to exercise a little bit more and be less sexual. But let's let's trim the iron. Maybe put on a few pounds. That way I can sleep. I'm probably undernourished, and I'm sure the cigarettes and booze really help too. So.
Right. Yeah. No, they totally help out the whole situation.
And all the other extracurricular activities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, you got one life.
You
gotta live it the way you think, the way you want to live it.
Oh yeah, dude. I live. I live with few restraints.
Right.
But
some people like the strings.
Yeah.
That's all good for them.
That's good for them. Me, I want to play rock and roll, and have a good time all the time.
Rock and roll, baby.
Yeah, baby. That's it.
I guess we're kind of lucky we did not do this on a Blackout Friday.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
because
I can come back on Friday if you want.
What happens is my website has a tip function, and on Blackout Fridays we do shots for tips. So
oh shit.
There's a couple of jokers out there that like to buy 5 shots at a time.
We can do it, man.
Yeah.
Have me on as a guest, like a guest, just for a shot participation. I'll try to go as long as I can. Like it's hard to I can drink with you all night long, dude. But shots, like that's rough. That's rough business.
It is rough. Trust me, you could tell by my guests, by the end of the shows, they're just like looking at the cameras cross-eyed. They can't finish their sentences. Yeah. Poor Howie couldn't get anything out. He couldn't even get words out.
My buddy, a buddy of mine, he does this comic called Canada Jack, and he's a comic book writer from here, from Logan, and he did this fucking badass painting of me, and he delivered it to me today. And I was like, hey man, do you want to do a shot or something? Or do you want to drink? Because I was gonna make him like a cool cocktail, because we can make over 90 cocktails with what we got on hand.
That's the great part about having a tiki bar in your yard.
Yeah.
Hey man, want to go to the bar real quick?
Yeah. So
walk into the yard and boom.
Mm-hmm. It's good, dude. I got one of those inflatable jacuzzis too. I just got to build a concrete slab to put it on. But yeah, I'm gonna have a jacuzzi set up. Even like it's a 4-person jacuzzi. It's got great reviews apparently. I've had it since July. I'm just trying to get it built because I'm not handy at all.
Yeah.
But anyways, so he delivers it, and I'm like, you want to do a shot? He's like, yeah, let's do shots of basil. So we did a shot of Basil Hayden, and we kept on talking. Which,
by the way, at one point was one of my favorites.
It's one of my favorites. It's my wife's absolute favorite. Me, I really like
smoothness, like a motherfucker.
Smooth as fuck, dude. Yeah. I really like Angel's Envy a lot, and I love the Bullet 10 year. I love Bullet period. I think I don't know. That might be my go-to, just Bullet. I love it. But shit, we could probably talk whiskey for about an hour, actually.
It was actually part of my description when you were coming on. Well, we'll talk about moonshine, whiskey.
Oh, really? I couldn't hear it because everything was buffering.
It was part of my description.
Yeah.
On
I have
YouTube,
I have a quart of moonshine that has your name on it, man. If you want to make the journey.
Boom.
Yeah.
How far am I from your place?
You're 8 hours.
5 hours? 8 hours?
You're 8.
Damn.
You're 8 hours. You're still 8 hours. But I'm gonna make the trip up soon anyway. Because, like I said, most of my a bunch of my family lived up there, and
yeah.
We hung out the one time I came in.
Yeah.
Me, you, and Ashley, and home gal. We had a good time. It was a good time.
That was a good time.
That was really fun. We did a bunch of fucking picklebacks.
Yeah, and that's not usually my style.
That's not even. That's
fuck
not
a
even
pickleback.
either. It was just.
But it's what we were doing.
Evening, though. It worked for that evening. We did a bunch of pickleback. That was fun. That was super fun. But yeah, so he comes over and we start talking about comics and stuff, and I don't know, maybe me and him might collaborate on something and do something. I don't know. Ooh.
yeah.
Oh, Johnny Ott's calling me right now.
Johnny Ott, yeah,
Johnny
put
Ott's
him on the
calling me.
show.
He's calling me. He's probably telling me you sound like an asshole, Basson. You sound like an asshole. How dare you talk about my cute fucking kids, Basson?
Right.
I'm gonna punch you in your nose the next time I see you.
Let's talk about this fucking guy. When the fuck did you meet him, and like how did this friendship come about? Because I know you guys are fucking tight.
So like I saw him at the rec center, and then I saw him at the Princeton Rec Center with Green Goblin, and then I came to another couple shows, and then we eventually we played a couple shows together, and they stayed over at the top of the funeral home when I lived there, and like cooked dinner for and
Right.
we just had each other's numbers, and we like just kept talking all the time, like, and just he's like my brother, man. I tell him things I wouldn't tell anybody, you know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
I tell him about this whole like weird fantasy. No, I'm just but no, like
I'm like, well, now you're about to tell everybody.
no, just but no, he's my buddy. Like, and when we go up there, like him and Leanne, like they always keep us up or give us, or Jimmy, like they're just the greatest bunch of people ever, man. And yeah, man, like we just it's really funny. He does this one really funny thing. Like anytime I do a selfie or anything like that, he always superimposes a dick, like going in or around my mouth.
Right.
And he always sends it to me like I have like a whole collage. Like once we put out that table book of the flyers that Johnny did, I'm thinking about making another table book, and it'll just be the dicks
of just those pictures.
The dicks that Johnny put on me.
Right.
Yeah,
they got that Jersey sense of humor.
Oh,
right?
dude, he's a crackerjack, man. He's funny.
And let me tell you, Jimmy, that guy's a real piece of shit.
I love that guy.
But I ain't gonna give up on him.
No. Oh, dude, he's the best. This was this was the tribute show. Like the night before that, we went to John's parents' house, and me and Jimmy got ripped, and like the last thing I see is Jimmy like waving two towels, like he's in like in the middle of the street with his swim trunks on and his hat, and he's waving these two towels like it's in Rebel Without a Cause, flagging down cars. It was hilarious, man. He's so funny.
Yeah, that guy's
I think the first time they ever stayed, me and Jimmy stayed up all night long. Like I had an air hockey table above the funeral home, and we stayed up all night playing air hockey and drinking beer and talking about like alien theories and just just a bunch of crazy stuff, man. But yeah,
and that dude loves guitars too. I could talk about guitars with him for forever.
Yeah, the guitar he built for the Rubber Midnight's fucking so badass.
Yeah,
he's a great guitar player. He's a really good talented musician.
Yep. Yeah, it was fun to work on that with them, like because when I was recording my guitar tracks for that record, they were there hanging out, and like even playing with them on that tour or those couple of tours that I did with them, like his guitar playing with mine, it just all works out because he's so different from me, right? Like, I kind of hold down the power, and he's very fucking ambient and like likes to fill out the outside of the sound, colors it in real nice.
Yeah, he's a great guitar player, man. He's just a great dude. So much fun. Have you ever hung out with Moose Roberts?
What?
Do you know Moose Trainwreck Roberts? And
no.
Like he's really great. He's from Bristol. Man, if you ever want to interview a cat, you need to get Moose Roberts on your show. He's a funny guy. He's a great friend of ours and the Creepy Fever 5, like and the Blitzkid fellas, like that dude he's wrote 9 albums this past year.
Damn.
Like, and they're all fucking badass. Like,
hook me up with this guy.
Yeah, I will. He does a show on Radio Bristol, and it's Moose's like his Trainwreck Roberts is like garage half hour, and like the guy knows, it's so crazy. He knows so much about country music, but he knows equally about punk rock.
That's awesome.
Like, it's nuts. It's so fucking crazy, man.
And with that name, I'm sure I'll get along with him just fine.
Oh yeah, he's a hoot. He is a hoot. He's a wild man. But
I remember playing with Jimmy we did that tour in Europe with Goolsby, and we stayed in Illigan one night. Really old. Stayed at this really old hostel, and Goolsby was having like trouble sleeping. I slept in the fucking vehicle we had. Yeah.
Okay. I know
and
that. Okay.
So Goolsby's fucking freaks out. He thinks he sees a ghost or feels a ghost or whatever the fuck the ghost did to Goolsby. He got really scared, left his room. The door locked behind him when he left the room because he got the fuck out of the room, right? So he's like, shit, I don't have the key to my room. Everything's inside that room. So he starts walking around trying to find the other fellas. And like the way the hostel was, like the other rooms were actually, you had to leave the building to go to the other hostel.
Yeah.
And so he's outside in his fucking jammies, and he's fucking throwing rocks at the Johnny's window and fucking try to get into some fucking place. Because like here he is, he's whole reason we're on this tour is because like he took us out, and he's outside just fucking scared about a ghost and has no place to stay. And fucking he's trying to get someone's attention. So whatever the case, he had a really bad night.
Yeah.
He wakes up, we get up the next day, he goes into the bus, and he's telling us the whole thing. And you know how Goolsby tells the story. Yeah. He's fucking really animated and fucking really detailed.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've input this in my brain, and so does Jimmy apparently. Without us talking, it was great. The next day, we were playing WGT, which is a festival. It's like a goth festival.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
All right, so we're at the hotel the next day. Goolsby's dead tired. He really didn't sleep that night, so he's like, "All right, guys, I'm gonna fucking crash early. I'm going to I got my own room." And me and Jimmy had our own room. But me and Jimmy had been like, we got to the hotel and like instantly just like he's throwing down some beers. I'm fucking drinking whiskey, fucking the whole table, like the whole tour. We got a table at the restaurant at the hotel and we're just fucking throwing it down. That was like the one hang day we had. Like we didn't have a lot of days off, but that was one of them. So the whole tour was just broing down, hanging. Goolsby goes to sleep early. We get fucking wasted. And me and Jimmy were like, yo, let's take the fucking sheets from our room. Dress up as ghosts. We had roof access. Goolsby's room was next to ours. We had roof access, so like we got out onto the roof, walked with like sheets over our heads to Goolsby's room.
That's amazing.
And we knocked on his window, like just like lightly, like so you could faintly hear it.
Yeah.
But we were also going like with the sheets over our heads. We were just like, Goolsby, like just floating outside of his window. Goolsby, and he fucking just like. Have you ever disappointed Goolsby or like kind of ticked him off? Kind of.
I don't know, dude. I piss off everybody on the regular, and I don't even know that I did it.
Well, he's got this face.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever made him mad. Like
he's got this face. He opened up the window, and like. Just the face of disgust. It's just looking at us like really, guys? Like, really? Like, this is what you're doing? We're just two assholes on a roof.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
fucking dancing, going, Goolsby.
You like, nah, like, I don't think I've ever made him mad. I've seen him mad. I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. I'm just leaving. I'm leaving this alone.
Right.
He
fucking comes. He's only in his boxers, and he fucking opens up. He has to open up the window completely. Fucking open up the curtain, and he's just like.
So, I'm gonna tell you I'm actually gonna tell you a story that's just okay. It's not. I don't know if it's as good as that one, but anyway. So we went up to his dad. Like his dad has a place on the lake, and there was this thing in the middle of the lake, and it was just like 3 or 4 days. Me, him, and Ashley like just hanging out, like grilling, swimming, just having a good time. And so I looked
at his lake, at his parents' lake house.
Yeah.
I was there too.
You've been there? Yeah, it's awesome, right? It's really badass.
I'm probably never invited to go over there again.
It's where they film What About Bob there.
Yeah.
Like in that, yeah.
But I'm probably never allowed to go back to that house ever.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Dude, we listen to nothing but fucking Duran Duran and Deadbolt
nice.
the entire like 4 days. Like we were listening to Deadbolt, like you know the surf rock band Deadbolt.
Yeah.
We listened to nothing but Deadbolt and Duran Duran the entire time we were on the water. So we see this paddle boat, and in the middle of the lake, his neighbors, they have this trampoline. It's called a bongo. So I'm like, Goals, let's fucking paddle boat out to the bongo. So me and him fucking on a paddle boat, our weight difference, it's like fucking Ralph Crandon and Edward Norton. and like I think I actually had like a flip down hat. He had a fedora on, and we're sitting there. So the boat just starts going vroom, vroom, and there's me going down, and then we capsized the fucking paddle boat by the time we got to the bongo. We got it back, but we capsized it. It was so funny, dude. It was crazy.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Me, when we were doing that one tour, Nimvind and the Goolsby, we all crashed at that cabin.
Yeah, that place is so nice, man. I love that place.
So I guess they weren't expecting to have people there, because it was off season.
Yeah.
So everything was shut off, no electricity, no water. So we were trying to figure out how to turn things back on. We only could turn on the electricity.
Oh wow.
And it was cold as shit. So there was no heat, there was no gas, there was no hot water, no nothing. So I'm like, well, I'm buying a bottle and getting hammered. Like if I, gonna be squatting in here.
Because like the only place we ever went to was the little market. Like there was this little market that had a butcher shop in it, and like we just bought beer. Like I bought beer, and
there's a will, there's a way.
Well, yeah, I agree with you, my friend.
So whatever the case, I get it. I start drinking early, and like I get wasted way early. And me and Howie tried to steal pretty much every boat on the property, like the neighbors' stuff, everything, dude. Like, because we were just wasted, and no one was at the lake. It was off season. It was a ghost town, and we got so fucking wrecked. Like we just started bouncing around, like trying to steal golf carts, trying to steal fucking paddle boats. And Goolsby runs out like, "No, you can't take that one. It's got a hole in it." And I'm like, "It ain't got a hole in it."
Was it the paddle boat?
Yeah.
That's a hole in it. That's the one we capsized. So like the neighbors, like their little like yacht, like their sailboat or whatever, like they weren't there either when we were there. So me and him did this whole photo shoot of us like just like laying like we're exotic models or something. It's hilarious, dude. I got the pictures somewhere. I'll send them to you. They're like, I think I hashtagged every picture we took. That was the Not Goals Night Out. Like that was the weekend before the Not Goals Night Out.
Right.
And the karaoke that like we did the punk rock like there was the Misfits karaoke.
Punk rock, yeah.
And
all that's a blur to me. I know I played, but it's all a blur.
Did you do the karaoke?
Yeah.
I sang the last song of the night. I did Saturday night with you guys. Like that was really fucking awesome. That was super fun because I looked and I was just like, these are all these dudes that I totally respect. And
right.
Like, we're kicking ass right now. This is awesome.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
What year was that?
That was a while back, man. A while back. Matt, like actually speaking of Goals Night Out, that particular show that kid was talking about in Philly, that they were like, I think they were drunk. Matt Pathetic was at that show. He resurfaced and was like talking about drumming up stuff. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he was there. I mean, and it was good to see him. I have no ill feelings
right.
with anybody. I mean, he's never been rude to me and never been nothing but nice to me. So I mean, I'm not. I don't know, man. I don't see the sense in having enemies. I mean, or anything like that. I'm not saying anything bad when I say that now. Like it sounds like
Johnny Yacht just chimed into the private chat here.
Oh yes.
It's not private. It's the fucking chat.
Okay.
He's saying turn a fucking light on.
They're lights. I'm afraid if I reposition the thing.
Yeah. So Johnny, we were having connection issues before. Apparently the Tiki Bar doesn't have great internet fucking quality here.
It did, but my wife knocked over the extender, and
right.
Like it's really funny because it's supposed to look like Batman basically, but it looks like Batman with a broken ear. So yeah, it's Ashley's fault. So let's blame her. Call Ashley and motherfucker John. Hard.
Hard. Someone's commenting on your chops, how lovely they are.
Oh well, thank you, thank you. I started growing up because we John just did artwork for we got a new single coming out. It's called
Right.
The Ballad of Mary Kelly, and on the B side of that we do a cover of Mac the Knife, and it's coming out. It should be out Christmas. So
Yo, he just said you have a dog on a treadmill chasing a cat to light that shed.
I have a what?
You have a
It broke-
dog on a
broke up.
treadmill chasing a cat to light the shed. Damn.
Oh god.
Johnny, I need you on the
Holy
show,
shit.
buddy.
I gotta. He attached something to me. He just sent me something. Let me see what he said.
Yeah, he's probably telling you to turn a fucking light on.
Oh yeah, he probably is. I don't know. It's Leanne holding JF picture of JFK.
Why?
But I'm not really sure what's going on. I have no idea. I gotta press. It's a video. I gotta press play and see what it is. I don't know. I have no idea. He's probably I don't know, dude.
Why
Oh,
did you,
but
Johnny? Why did you send him a picture of Leanne holding JFK? He's here just chatting along, so don't worry, he'll answer it for us.
Yeah. Ask him if there's going to be dick pics in our mouths from this.
Oh, there probably will be.
I'm pretty sure
He'll freeze frame one moment where we're both laughing really hard, and
Yeah.
we'll both have dicks in our mouths.
I'm sure. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping.
I'm
Like,
hoping.
sometimes I bait it. I'll put something out there. I'm just like, so did you see that? And he's like, yeah, I saw it.
See that new picture of me?
Don't you? And I'm just like, I was hoping.
He said no dick pics today, so
No dick pics today. Shit.
yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, John did the artwork but we're gonna do a video for it. It's called The Ballad of Mary Kelly. It's about Jack the Ripper, and if schedules will allow it, if schedules will allow schedules, we might have Mr. Goolsby be playing Jack the Ripper. We're not 100% if it's gonna work out. If it works out, then awesome. But more than likely, we're gonna try to make it work out. So
Fuck yeah.
yeah, and it's gonna be fun. It's a little bit different. Like there's a clarinet and violin. Like it's kind of wild. It's kind of like a
What brought this upon you? Like why'd you decide to do this?
one night after writing songs, I woke up and I was on my couch, the couch of Jack. I was on Jack's couch, and Jack's a wonderful father. So I look over, and here's him and both the boys and both his sons, and they're all dressed as pirates, full on dressed as pirates. Jack's dressed as a pirate too,
Okay.
and they're like, "Arr, cousin Uncle Zach, Zacula's been drinking too much rum," and like I had we drank a handle of Sailor Jerry's that night. Like we really tied it on. So like, and they're just fit as fiddles, and like we watched, like, actually it's awesome. Like we watched Treasure Island and like I think the Swiss Family Robinson. Like me and his boys, like it's awesome. Anytime I like stay over there, I wake up and I hang out with the boys, and like we watch like their favorite movie is The Creature Walks Among Us. Like that's their favorite.
Right.
So like, and it's really cool. Like so we watch that. We watch House of Frankenstein. Like just like the weirder like Universal movies that they're all about, which I'm all about too. So I'm just
Right.
yeah, let's do this, man. and then like we'll watch like the Monster Squad. They're like, hey, that's you guys wrote that song. You guys wrote that song about the monster. And I'm like, yeah, we did, yeah. And like they're so smart and so cool, man. And like
Probably the best part about hanging out with kids is that they let you be a kid.
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. So I wake up and Jack starts playing pirate songs on the piano. So I was like, huh, that might be something cool to do. I was like, maybe, and I was like, I don't know, really, I don't want to be cheesy and be like, oh, Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff. I was like, but there's not many that many songs about Jack the Ripper or anything like that. Right. So we wrote I wrote the Ballad of Mary Kelly. I go back, our guitar player has this riff. He's like, yeah, we did a scale, and it's actually like a Jewish wedding music. Like I can't remember the name of the actual the music it actually is, but there's like a whole genre. Because I was really worried because like everyone, like there's like feels like Go Bordello, and like the Squirrel and the Zippers and stuff like have that kind of
Right.
like. But so like I was like, and Jack was like, no, dude, there's a whole genre of music that does this. He was, yeah, let's do this. So we wrote it, like we did a demo of it on our phones, and then like I was really bored, and I was like, hey man, I was like, I need to make t-shirts right now, or we can buy some studio time, and like we'll go do this. And I was like, what should be I was like, Mac the Knife, man, because it's also around that time period, and a lot of people say it's about Jack the Ripper, you know, Jack the Ripper came to New York or whatever. So I was like, we'll do Mac the Knife as the B side. And so we did that, and it's super fun too. Like it's we have a whole big band behind us, but then it goes into like a Motorhead meets David Lee Roth solo project kind of thing.
Right.
I don't know, but I dig it, man. It's really fucking cool. Like, and then we got and then in the spring, our full length Hexed is finally coming out. FY, never name an album Hexed, Cursed, or anything to fucking do with that. I'm being goddamn serious, man.
Why, you did this to us?
No, yeah, no, it did, dude. It did. Like, this album has went through so much shit. Like we recorded it, I think, almost 3.5 times, maybe. Like we recorded it, and like,
oh really?
Yeah, like the guy, like our guitar player, like got all methed out and fucking like ran off with the tracks and never fucking came back. Couldn't find him. Then fucking all kinds of horrible shit happened, and so like finally it's been in like mix like it's been in limbo for about the past year. It's been completed for a year, but it's been in limbo. But finally, it's going to see the light of day, and we're already like working on the next project and stuff. So we're really excited about everything.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it's like you haven't heard from us in a while, but we're coming back with a vengeance. And you're gonna be like, oh god, Big Bad's doing something again. Fuck.
Have you and Johnny ever done anything together?
But you know, no. I mean, we talked about doing a split. But you know, not you know. They're doing their thing. We're doing, and we're just, you know, honestly, it's like, dude, it's like the members of the Big Bad, such a revolving door.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's just, you know, getting people that actually want to do it and want to be there, and you know, like to have the dedication. So I mean, like for the most part, it's me. There's Jack, and there's now Dave, our guitar player, and Justin, who's been with us for a number of years, and there's Andres, who's our drummer. And right now, like we have a guy signed on to do the next project we're working on as a bass. But like, you know, who knows, man? But we're not fucking giving up. We're not gonna fucking, you know, throw in the towel. Fuck it, man.
Fucking Johnny Ott saying that a collaboration with him is never going to happen. Sorry.
It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen because he knows I'm gonna outshine him. I'm just like.
Damn.
Shots fired. Battle.
Talking brash. We're talking brash now. See, this is what I like. When my guests talk brash, not just me. You know, you got the spirit of the show alive here.
Yeah,
Johnny Ott. You're just afraid that Zach's just gonna show his fucking goods, and you know, everyone forgets about Crypt Keeper 5, and the Big Bad come take over the fucking your spot.
That's what it is. Even though they write more way deeper songs than we do.
Right.
They write wonderful like anthem, you know, anthems, and we're still going, we like spooky stuff. Yeah, like I don't know, but you know, yeah, I love, like, I don't know. No, I was just teasing, like the Crypt Keeper 5, or actually they're my favorite rock and roll band. I tell everybody all the time, they're like, what's your favorite band? I'm like, the Crypt Keeper 5. And it's just like, you know what? If I would be a fucking liar if I would tell them otherwise. I really would. Like they're my favorite band.
Those guys are great. It was cool watching them when we were touring together every night. Yeah, they're just, you know, they've been playing together for such a long time.
Yeah,
and they rehearse, like they love practicing and playing. They have a good spot for each other, with each other, and they fucking really nail down the details of their music, man. It's really cool to watch how they fucking do it because they fucking love it.
Yeah.
Right. And like I love associating my people who love it like that. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
don't
like
like the part-timers. I like fucking full-timers, lifers who fucking love their craft and fucking really want, you know, they really want to do it for the love of it. And Johnny is one of those dudes for sure.
Yeah, I just want that's what I want. I need to find a good group of lifers that want to just stay, so we can actually get everything out that we want to get out, you know. And he's like, so you don't rehearse this way, Bass? And I'm like, no, I can barely keep people in the band. What are you talking about? I just kicked this asshole out because he's so fucking drunk. Yeah, it's like it's horrible. It's horrible. Then this other guy's having a mental breakdown, and I'm having to play a psychiatrist. I'm having to go to a psychiatrist to deal with this shit. It's terrible. But you know, everything works out. Everything works out. Like right now, we're in a better spot right now than we've been in years. So like, I'm super excited about everything. Like, and you know, and you know, just gotta keep like, you know, keep the fires going. Like, and the next project, like, I think we're gonna push it and kind of reinvent ourselves a little bit more. And you know, like, and probably maybe some of the things might step outside of the spooky a little bit. Good. But you know, fuck them. You know, like, I mean, it's, you know, it's our band. You know, I mean,
right. That's what you're supposed to do it for.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not doing this for anybody else but myself. Like, honestly, it's like it's my favorite thing to do. Like, you know, and like Darrow's not a horror rock band. You guys just have horror imagery, like, and you know, and stuff like that. And you guys flirt with it, but you guys are a great band still.
Yeah, I mean, there's also the aspect that, like, I mean, Joe lives that life outside of the band. Like, that's his main interest is that he loves that stuff. You know, I like it too, but not like him, not like the fucking really diehards that are really, you know, fans of that, you know, of the genre. So because he likes it so much, it fucking obviously is gonna bleed into the imagery and into your work of the music. You know what I mean? So
and you know, like, I would really love to see Stripes come and write him and Stripes write some songs together again. Like, I love all the work they did together. Like, me and Stripes, when he was in the band, we wrote the song Christine together, and we wrote The Frighteners together. And I'm like, I mean, he's such an easy person to work with, and he writes really good hooks. Like, I wish he would come out of retirement or whatever it is.
What the hell's he doing?
He's living in North Carolina. He's married. Other than that, like, I hear from him maybe once every other, like, not at all, not really at all. Yeah. But I hear he's doing okay. But I hear he's, you know, I hope he's happy. You know,
he unfollowed me recently on Instagram. Why'd you unfollow me, Stripes? What the fuck's going on?
I don't know. I don't even know if we're friends on Instagram. I have no idea. Like, I hate social media so goddamn bad. Like, the only reason I have it is just so we can promote band stuff and just basically show off my cats and my and dogs and food. Because I like cooking.
Yeah, social media has just become like I don't know.
It's so weird. Like,
it's just like a promotional thing or a place to stay somewhat relevant. Like, hey guys, don't forget about me. Here's a cool picture of my dog.
Yeah, and I mean, I get it if you're in a band and you're gonna promote your band and stuff. That's great. That's awesome. But other than that, like, it's almost just a platform to argue with people. And I'm just I don't know, man. I mean, I think
lot of that
there's every time to argue about something, it is the time to do it. But I'm not getting into that.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, you just, you know, it's just, you know, it's just, it's not. I think it's went somewhere else than what it was originally supposed to be.
And social media has dehumanized us from each other, where it's so easy now to just fucking argue with the computer.
Yeah,
you're not arguing with a dude. You're arguing with a dude you're not standing in front of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the humanization aspect is totally completely taken out. You could say whatever you want, unfiltered, with no repercussion, no recourse, no nothing.
Yeah, it's like you can grow a big sack on the internet, but if you see that person, you know, toe to toe, I mean, you know, what are you going to do when they call you under bullshit? Like, there's some people out there that, you know, they like to talk trash on their songs about that, even though they're inside the horror genre. And, you know, are they going to say it to my face?
Yeah.
No.
And it's not even just the threat of what the repercussions could be, but like we've also lost empathy, the feeling, like just understanding other people's feelings, that your view is not the most important one, and it's not the only one.
Yeah.
everyone's got some sort of shit going on, which is why they believe the things that they do.
Yeah.
And you gotta get it through your thick skull that you need to be empathetic to those fucking situations.
Yeah.
And the computer has disallowed that completely.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, there's I don't know. It's sad. It's really sad. It's like, I mean, I hang out with my mom or whatever, and she's on her phone the entire time. I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? I'm just like, put it down. Just like, I mean, and I'm just using that as an example, but like everybody does that. It's like, it's horrible. It's like,
and
like,
this is
like
this is coming from a couple of dudes that are on the internet right now.
We're on the internet right now. But we're still 8 hours apart. This is the first time I've seen you in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last time I saw you, we were high-fiving at the bar.
Right.
And so it's like, I mean, so this is different. This is different. This is a good thing. This is a good thing. This is positive things. These are positive things that the internet's doing. But like,
someone's asking you, did the Big Bad make a video recently? I think they saw some pictures or a recording.
We did Whorehound. Whorehound did a digital convention, a digital film fest. And
when was this?
And they did a after hours program. And they had bands. It was us that we did. We actually drove to Cincinnati and did a live performance there. And they taped it in this building that they're reconstructing, which was really awesome because it's really dilapidated and just funky. And it was us. Then Mumula did a set. Doomsdale High did a set, and Jessa Leonard did a set, and her set was fantastic. She was like I mean, and the other guys did a good job too, but like she was magnificent. She like fucking owned it. She's that girl's got charisma. She's a really good friend too, and a good person. And I love her fella, like the dudes in Devil in the Belfry. They're like when we were doing the drama thing, they came and hung out with me at the Irish bar.
Yeah. Like
when I was just like, I don't have nothing to do. I'm just in the way here. I'm gonna go hang out, and and so I called them and Nick Cataleros, and they all came down and hang out with me because I'm never up there hardly. So I always try to, like, if I can, spend time with people that I like.
Right.
Spend time and hang out.
Yeah, Nick's a good dude.
Yeah,
I miss that guy. I haven't seen him in a fucking minute.
But he's come back around. Like he's come back around. Like he's a great dude. I love Nick.
Yeah.
Me and him, we talk all the time. Like most of our conversations lead toward toys. But he's a big toy guy, and like it's really fun because I'll be like, man, there was this show as a kid. It was like long, and he's like, oh, well, such and such did the art on that, and it was like, like a fucking encyclopedia of fucking toy knowledge. It was like, it's so much fun talking to you. It's crazy. That and like obscure wrestling stuff. He's all about. Like I don't follow like wrestling now, but I used to as a kid. Like I was that hard. Like just, oh my god, So it's like it's really fun talking to him about that stuff, like because he knows all about all the old dudes and stuff. But he's a really, really good person.
Yeah,
I like him a bunch.
Sweet guy, always trying to help out, always trying to be fair.
Yeah,
there should be more of Nick's.
Yeah, there should be more promoters with Nick and his heart and drive. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the last show I did with him, and I can't remember. It was probably with Darrow, but I don't remember.
The last
That's
show,
how long ago it was. It was like 2013 or something.
The last show we did was at this one bar in Queens, and it was us, Robbie Bloodshed, and Jess Leonard. And the thing was, the whole bar was packed because the one dude was an MMA fighter, and like his whole family was there. And like
and it's a small place, like
and all the dudes he trains with, and all the guys he trained with was all there. And it was like, man, if this guy wins this fight, we were gonna have the best show ever. He got knocked out in like 32 seconds. Oh, dude, everybody left. It was so bad. But it wasn't, it wasn't for lack of trying. Like it was still it was still a good show. Like Tom Fang, Mike that does the horror calendar, and he does the I can't remember his last name, Mike Venable. God, I don't know. Has a mohawk.
Someone will tell us in the comments eventually.
Mike, he does. I actually owe him for this Playghoul magazine that he did with Vampira.
Playgirl?
It's a Playghoul.
Play Ghoul.
Play
Okay.
Ghoul, and it's really amazing. I told him, I was like, dude, I got
Is it naked horror punk artists?
It's just like it was like like Playboy, but like it was all vampire artists.
Gotcha.
It was awesome. But no, I got to actually send that dude money because I was like, yeah, man, I'll pay it, and then he never sent me a thing.
Well, there you have it.
But yeah. But Rob played a great set that night. He did a like his band could come in, but he played a solo set. That kid's fucking talented as fuck, man.
Yeah.
He really is. He's becoming a man. I've watched him grow from a band.
Right.
And now
it's weird because there's like videos and pictures of him of Joe handing him a bass so he could play like one of the songs at the end of the set.
Oh, that was at the Prince of Rec Center.
Yeah, and he's like 13 there or some shit. You know, like he's super young.
Well, the thing is, he convinced all these girls that he was like not 13. And, like,
right.
He was going out with like 18, 20-year-old chicks, and he told that he was like 17. Hustler, dude. He was doing it.
Right. Yeah.
Good for him, But
and now he's like Freddie Mercury reincarnate.
He's very into Freddie. We actually the same show in Philly where the guy said we were drunk. He had a cross in his ear and had like a little bit of and was wearing aviators and a leather jacket, and he had a George Michael thing going on.
Yeah.
And but I'm not hating. Like,
no, I have fun with him. He's a young dude. He's into what he's into. That's fine. Yeah, but it's to me it's funny. He's got.
I think it's awesome.
He got the button down shirt, and it's like buttoned right below his chest. So he's like
he's done the
chest
sexy,
pubes
dude.
he's got the he's trying to have it going on, man.
We used to be sexy. I mean, I think we're still sexy.
Right.
We used to have that going on. I mean, we should have owned it.
My sex appeal days are over.
All right.
42 years old now, bro. It's fucking over.
I think 40's the new 20, buddy. I think we're
40's the new 20.
40's the new 20.
Right.
We're getting back in our prime.
I've had too many microphones chip too many teeth. I've had guitars knock out a couple of teeth.
Yeah. I got one of those. I was doing this real fun thing where At the Drive-In was really big, and I was trying to do all kinds of tricks with swinging the mic cord, and I wasn't really good at it. And then like it just went, and then there went part of my tooth down my throat.
Bro, when I was in 3rd grade, you know how like they used to have like class messengers, like the teacher was too lazy to walk her fat ass to the fucking basement floor, so she would have class messengers to she would like write a handwritten note, send this to fucking. Because we didn't have email back then, folks. Okay? The internet was not around when I was in 3rd grade.
I bet that cunt was chugging a fucking Diet Coke, too, wasn't she?
Right.
And I mean cunt and lovingly. Like,
so she couldn't just fucking write an email to this jerk-off teacher. So she had 2 kids from the class. Because we couldn't go alone, so we had a messenger partner.
Yeah.
So she would hand us the note to fucking bring to whoever the fuck. So me and my friend we'd leave the door and we'd race from the opposite sides of the buildings. Like, you go that way, I'll go this way, and we'll meet at the fucking room downstairs, all the way at the basement. And that's just how we would send messages. We would just run as fast as we could to see who would win the race. Well, on the race back to the classroom the one day, I fucking tripped going up the stairs, and I went mouth first, face first into like the stairs were marble, but they had the steel plate on top of the marble on the edge.
Yeah.
And I did a fucking American History X faceplant on this fucking I ate the stair, bro, and like the whole top row of my teeth, which were already adult teeth by that point, fucking just gone, like just the whole top row gone of the front, bro. I have broken certain bones in my body. I've done some other fucked up shit. I've felt sick. I've had other injuries, ankle injuries. I've never felt the pain that I felt when I fucking did this to my teeth because my nerves were exposed. Yeah. It was a fucking nightmare. I couldn't even breathe from my nose. Breathing from my nose hurt. Like I was just trying to bite on my shirt so like air wouldn't get in there. Like excruciating pain. Okay,
pain is a fucking horrible goddamn thing, man.
So I get those fixed. They like bond them over or whatever the fuck they do. Fast forward, I'm like 17 playing guitar in Angelson. My singer knocks into my, like, I'm fucking playing a rockin' solo or something at rehearsal. Singer falls over backwards into me, knocks the guitar up into my mouth, and like basically all of the teeth that were bonded from third grade
Knocked
just
loose.
completely got knocked loose. No, completely taken out again. So all my teeth have been broken like multiple times. Like, yeah, it's just a nightmare. So
that's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Actually, when I chipped my tooth or whatever on the mic, that was actually a practice. Because I was, like when you're really feeling it at practice and you're like fucking or rehearsal and you're like just like you're like yeah fuck yeah you're being cool and you're like trying something new and then it just went like I went and I went oh. So, but another time that's even better than this. One time we were like jamming out, me and a bunch of buddies, guys from this band called Let the Guilty Hang. They're a really great hardcore band from West Virginia. If you've never heard them, like seriously, you should check them out. You would fucking dig them, like really hard. Actually, multiple members have been in the Big Bad. But anyway, so we're all like rocking out and like so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this fucking spin kick because I'm like really feeling what I'm doing right now. I did this big spin kick over the drum riser, and like I fucking face planted so hard. It was amazing. Have you ever puked playing live?
Say it again?
Have you ever puked playing live?
No, but Howie has a few times actually while we were playing with Howie.
Mm-hmm.
He has just puked right on stage and didn't miss a fucking note.
Here's the thing with me. Like, so I went through a period where I was like, yeah, I'm not drinking. So I quit drinking, for almost about a year. And the only 2 times I've ever fucking puked is when I was sober on stage. Cause I would eat like, there's like, they're like, well, we'll give you food. I never really eat before we play because I get so excited and I get, burning up and stuff. I eat like something simple and small, bready, soak up all the booze, but I never eat like before we play really. Like,
well, that's a rule. That's a general rule we have, man. Yeah. We don't eat like at least 2 hour buffer before we play.
Yeah. I mean, and it's a rule for everyone. I think it's definitely like it was a rookie move on my part, but I was just like, hey, I'm sober. There's no reason to worry about this. And like 2 times, like the 2 times I did it, man, I fucking puked. One time I actually put it back in my mouth and then puked more.
Oh, but I did miss a note. You chewed it back?
I chewed it back, but I did miss a note. But I puked it back up. So but that was like just that was a big bad sober. That was a nightmare.
Joe's saying he puked on stage in Moscow and didn't miss a note. Yeah, Howie's done it on multiple occasions. Howie has a problem, it's not from being drunk, it's not from being anything. He's just, I don't know, man. The guy's got like bad gag reflex or some shit. Yeah. And dude's just fucking pukes.
Yeah.
He puked in Nimvin's guitar case once. It was great. He's puked on Goolsby's merch case. He's puked on just about everything that you can puke on.
I've definitely been a wandering peer though. Like one time I peed on our old guitar player, like the Beaver Kid Evil guitar player. Those dudes, like I thought I could. It was like me and Adam from me and the Colonel, which I just actually got the full length album back, and we're gonna release it. Like it's probably like it's such a good fucking rock and roll record, and I'm not blowing my own dick. It's just really fucking good, man. Like it's one of the funnest times I ever had playing in a band. Like the guitar player Bobby, he bought this fucking busted ass limousine.
Right.
And we used to set our gear up beforehand, before a show. And then we would like get his dad to drive us in the limo. It was like a fucking 91 white limo with rust and shit. We'd open up the door, there'd be dope smoke coming out in bottles and shit. One night I remember me and Bob like fucking drank a whole bottle of codeine cough syrup between us before we played a show. And like, we were just up there like, but it was so fun, dude. And like the songs are really great. Like, we plan on pressing it on vinyl, hopefully, and maybe do like 1 or 2 shows. We've all talked about it. Everybody's still like really, really all about it. It's just those guys work a lot. They're they can't go as far as I want to go.
Yeah.
So and that's cool. Like none but respect. But yeah, like that was some of the craziest shit ever. And it was just completely fucking nuts. Just like just debauchery and just like I don't know. I remember one time me and Paul, our guitar player, ended up in this hotel room, and our one buddy that we were friends with and this girl, and they start banging, and me and Paul just start farting and talking about the nastiest fucking shit we can think of while they're banging it out. Like we're just telling the dirtiest fucking horrible stories we can think of. And they're just
Yeah,
going,
huh?
oh, and me and him are just sitting there fucking cackling that with like just boozed out of our gourds, just being fucking insane.
That's love.
That is love, dude. That's real love.
That's love.
They didn't
Yeah.
make it, unfortunately. But you know, they're both still good friends.
Do you play an instrument?
I play guitar very badly.
Very badly. How badly?
Not good. Like I mean, I've written I've written like a lot of the Big Bad songs. You know, like
Okay.
I come up with a basic riff, you know, and then but that's how the first album was written, you know, with my back guitar playing. And basically I come up with an idea or a melody, but it's real backwards the way we write songs. Like I come up like, but honestly, I consistently write lyrics. I probably write at least 2 or 3 songs every other day. Like consistently, I have like now my notes are just filled up because it's awesome because now my spelling isn't as bad, you know, because note I've learned how to spell. Hooked on Phonics and Note has taught me how to actually be a more a more productive member of society. But I went to Christian school. You gotta think about that. Like I went to Christian school, and like they're just like, you don't have to read, honey, just as long as you love the Lord. And, you know, I got kicked out of one. Well, I got asked to leave.
Yeah,
you know,
I had a similar situation in high school.
Yeah, you OD in class, and people start frowning down on you, and you know, don't want you to be there anymore. But you know, actually, I'm really like I had that experience when I was a kid, and you know, I guess I was gothy and tormented. I'm just like, I'm a hillbilly. I like the Crow and Nirvana. Fuck it all. I'm gonna kill myself. And you know, I survived. So it's like, fuck that shit. That's fucking pussy shit, man. Fucking
Right.
You know, 86 in yourself ain't the fucking way to go. You know, so like, and I'm not. I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not talking bad about people that have problems.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like I got over that. You know, and music was a big part of me like bouncing back and like.
Yeah, you found the saving mechanism.
Yeah. You know, I mean, like music is therapy. Like, I mean, for me, like if I'm not playing a man, I'm fucking miserable. Like right now, like I should be, but we're writing a new album, like figure out a way to like keep on keeping on, and you know, I mean, like
I feel you, bro.
It's still driving me fucking nuts. Not being able to go out and fucking like I'm used to like every weekend I got something to do. It's almost Halloween and I have nothing planned, and it blows my mind.
The depression is real when I'm home, and like not just that I'm home, but like there's no vision for the future of how we get out of this, right? Like there's nothing set in stone. There's no guarantee of anything for the new year, the spring, the summer, the nothing. Nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah.
In fact, I keep talking to the people who like agents and shit like that, and the plans that I have already been pushed back to fucking the fall of 2021. Yeah. So just looking at the landscape, right? Like, it's just it's really foggy, and you can't see too far ahead, and that's fucking super depressing especially for someone who's been.
Yeah, I mean, I know it
on the road as consistently as I have in the past fucking 5 years.
Yeah,
so
I mean, it's got to be double as depressing for you because I mean, like that's been your whole life. You know, you were living the dream while the rest of us were working square jobs on the weekdays. And I'm not being. I'm saying that as an awesome. Right. You know.
Yeah. It's just a weird time to know that not knowing what the future holds, no matter what I do, it's still uncertain. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of fucked up about it.
Yeah, I know. Once the levee breaks, I know that the big bad is going to be coming out swinging, and I just got to be prepared for that.
Yep.
And like really step up our game. And I want to bring it like, I think we've always done a really good job live, but I really want to bring it like to a whole other level of performance, and just, sonically the sound, and just, I just want to be the best we can be. You know, I mean, like, fuck, I mean, we better be, because we got all this fucking time to think about
Right.
it. I mean, if we're not bringing our A game, then something's up.
Yeah, something's up.
Yeah.
I fucking sit here and play every day. I mean, albeit in this fucking little corner of the house.
Yeah.
But I'm just constantly fucking grinding away over here, so.
Yeah.
There's no reason why everyone else can't be
Exactly.
grinding away.
Exactly. Well, being a shitty guitar player, I forgot to say this. My wife got me this awesome Gretsch for Christmas last year. Her and Jack got together and planned it out. It's a great guitar. I just got to get the it keeps like the Bixby makes it fall out of tune, and John was like, "Yeah, you just got to nail down the bridge, man." So I just got to take it and get it set up. But it's a great guitar. Like, it's definitely definitely,
Right, revitalize
my interest in
Yeah.
in trying to be a good guitar player. Like, I mean, I don't know if I ever want to play guitar live, but I definitely enjoy, writing songs and playing. It'd be cool to go out and do an acoustic set, or do like I feel so shitty because like everybody's doing all these live things, these live these Facebook lives weekly and stuff, and I'm like,
right.
Here we are, just like, fuck, man. But I don't know. Me and Dave, like, our guitar player, we've been hanging out quite a bit, so maybe we might try to do some of that. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing the best I can. That's all I know. Fuck
Yeah.
I've been relearning how to play piano. I've gotten actually pretty good again. I'm probably better now than I was when I was a kid.
That's awesome.
That's
really awesome.
Is weird. Yeah.
I've always wanted to learn how to play piano. I'm so jealous when I watch Jack just do it so effortlessly.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
no, it takes all of my concentration right now.
Yeah. Dude, he's such a badass though. Like, he's got like 4 degrees of music. Like, he's like played with Wayne Newton, Tony Bennett, Aretha Franklin.
I would have loved to see him dressed as a fucking pirate, because he's like so serious. Like every other time I've ever seen him, like he's he's got the shades on, fucking just super serious. Like, I would like to see him just fucking playing a pirate, not giving a fuck.
Well, I was telling him I was doing it. He goes, I don't know if Loki likes me. I was like, I'm pretty sure he does. I'm pretty sure you guys just have never had a conversation. You're always
we never had a conversation.
I was like, I'm pretty sure you're always too worried about getting pussy, like to like talk to anybody. I was like, you talk about the fuckers, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, dude, you would love Loki if you guys talked. I was like, I'm pretty sure you guys would hit it off really good.
Yeah, it's not that I don't like him or nothing. I don't know him.
Yeah, exactly. It's really weird, dude.
And he seems too serious to be approached. I'm like, this guy's serious.
No, he's not. He's normal. Like, he's not at all. Like, he's not.
Right.
So we're first cousins.
It's the sunglasses that give him like that to turn you off, man. Like,
really?
What's he thinking? I can't even tell. Is he looking at us? Is he looking at me?
Maybe,
I don't fucking know.
Maybe that makes it maybe that's unapproachable. Yeah, maybe. So like, but no, he's a big goof. He's a big cut up and goofball like I am, man. But like, he like, okay, so he's quite a bit older than I am. Okay, so I hadn't seen him. Like, I saw him play with him and his sister playing their high school cantata or whatever when I was a little kid, like maybe 4 or 5. One night, I'm gonna say probably like 2010, 2011. I'm hanging out at a bar, and I see him, and he looks just like he really does. He looks more like my dad than I do.
Right.
He looks just like my dad, but like my dad's a little bit bigger built, but he looks just like him. And so like, I walked up to him, and I'm like, and it's a real mixed crowd. It's this bar called the Red Carpet. Like, everybody hangs out there. Like, people work at the Capitol hang out there. There's like thug dudes that hang out there. There's a big gay community hangs out there. There's the fucking there's the hipsters, and then there's the punk rock kids that hang out there too. And like, it's almost like it's like Sweden, man. Like, everybody is cool. Like, nobody fucks with nobody.
Right.
Like, there's never a problem there. So I walked up to him, and I'm like, hey man, I'm not coming on to you, because he's like wearing a really nice tie and suit and stuff. And at the time, he was like the director of the West Virginia Music Program. And So I walked up to him and I'm like, man, I'm not coming on to you because but I just want to tell you, you look just like my dad. And he thought that was the funniest thing ever. Well, so we hang out, we have a couple drinks, and we're talking. And I'm wearing a Batman t-shirt. He goes, "Are you wearing a Batman t-shirt or do you like really like comics?" I'm like, "I worship at the church of Jesse Custard." He's like, "Fuck yeah, preacher's your comic." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, that's my favorite comic." So then like he's like, "Who's your favorite blues here?" I'm like, "Muddy Waters." And then like he's like, "What's your favorite?" I'm like, "Old Fashioned." So we just keep talking. And then somebody calls me, Daniel Johnson from Left Field. He goes, "Hey, Bassham." He goes, "Only Basshams are from Logan County." And I'm like, "What's your granny's name?" He goes, "Margie Brown." And I was like, "Holy fuck, you're my cousin Jack." His mom named my dad.
That's incredible.
Yeah, like
that's how you found out. That's incredible.
Yeah, and we've been basically inseparable ever since then. And just
Fucking A.
he had a total like, lost a marriage, then
Right.
and quit every band that he was like getting paid really good money in to come play in the big bad because he believes in this shit,
Right.
And we've been inseparable since then, man. So
fucking A, Jack.
Yeah, fucking A. He's my.
I didn't know that's how you guys found out about each other. That's incredible.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a fucking made up story, right?
Right.
It's crazy. But that's how it was, man. It's fucking nuts.
Huh.
Yeah. We are two brothers fucking.
A West Virginia love story.
Big love. Two cousins in the name of hot dogs banging in the ass.
Fucking, so you guys have had like this, I don't know, working thing with Horror Hound for a long time. How did this start, and like what's going on with them?
It's really kind of funny. Our old bass player, the Colonel, his old roommate, he kept talking about him all the time. And during all this time, I was like a subscriber of Horror Hound magazine. And so he's like, "Yeah, man, my buddy Eric, he's never came to a show, but he never comes out on Halloween because all he does, he just, sells masks, and he has this whole room dedicated to masks, and it's like at a certain temperature, and he just watches Halloween on Halloween. That's what he does." So one night, Eric finally comes out, and we get talking, and he was like, "Yeah, I write for Horror Hound." I'm like, "Huh? What are you talking about? You write for Horror Hound?" He's like, "Eric Austin." I was like, "Oh, dude, I read your article all the fucking time." And me and him just became buddies. Like his mom's from my hometown here, and so we get talking and stuff. And then we go to a convention. It's not a Horror Hound convention. It's a Fantasia Film Fest in Louisville, and we meet
Louisville.
Nathan, Louisville.
Louisvle.
I
learned the hard way. That's how you say it.
Louisville.
You gotta say it like you got a bunch of balls in your mouth.
Louisville. Kind of like
Worcester, yeah.
Worcester. So I go there and I meet Jessica and Nathan. They're part of and we're in this room partying, and this is actually pretty funny. So like Sarah goes, "Hey man, go knock on the door, Zach. There's celebrities over in the other room. See if they want to come hang out." And I was like, "Okay." So I go and I start knocking on doors, and like the one we were trying to get Kane Hodder to hang out with us, and we thought Kane Hodder, and he was like, "He might be a dick." And I was like, "Eric," I was like, "How badass is this going to be though? Either I get in a fight with Kane Hodder, or we get in a fight and I kick Kane Hodder's ass, or Kane Hodder comes and parties with us. There's no actual fucking bad part of this." I was like, "This is all good." So he goes, "Okay, you sure you want to do it?" I was like, yeah, give me the bottle of tequila." So I grab the bottle.
Give me a bottle of tequila.
Yeah. So I grab the bottle of tequila and I start knocking on doors, and then opens up a door, and there's fucking Michael Berryman, fucking Kyle Reese, goddamn Johnny Ringo, fucking the fucking Marine from Aliens. God, what's his name in Aliens?
We had a fucking one time we were Texas Fear Fest. Me and Joe were going up to our hotel room, and like we get in, and then like the next floor, Michael Berryman walks in. We're like,
yeah.
We didn't say a word. We're like, wow, that's the dude from
Yeah. So I knock on his door and I go, "Hey, Johnny Ringo, you want to go fucking party?" He goes, "Nah, man, we're calling it a night." I was like, "Okay, buddy, right on, good deal." So I go back to the room like Uncle Barry was just high fived me and was like, "Go ahead, dude. We're not into it," but he was nice. So I'm so excited about it. So I called my buddy Fozzie. He's doing this band right now. He's my childhood best friend. He was actually like an unknown member of the Big Bad for so long. Like he's done,
Right.
so much for the band. But now he's got a punk rock band going. They're called Boldly Go, and they're a Star Trek punk rock band. And they got signed to the label. Their album's going to come out. It's fucking awesome.
Did you say a Star Trek punk rock band?
Yeah, dude.
How does that go?
It's they started out trying to be Ramones core meets Star Trek,
Okay.
but they're more just like it's almost like Black Flag.
Star Trek how? Like the
lyric
content of their lyric? All right.
Yeah. But it's fucking great, dude. They're the album, like I listened to it, it's fucking amazing. It's coming out, like, you can pre-order it now. It's great. Boldly Go check it out. Boldly Go Bandcamp or Facebook, look it up. It's fucking awesome. Right. But anyway, so I'm so excited. I'm like, Fozzie, guess what happened? I'm in the Michael Berry band. Blah, 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 blah. I had a bottle of tequila. I was like, Johnny Ringo, you want to party? And he goes, dude, you know why he didn't want to party with you? And I said, what? He goes, he's been in recovery for like 2 years. That's why he doesn't have a career, because he was a fucking severe alcoholic. And I was just like, oh, wah, wah, wah.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Listen, really? How are we supposed to know the fucking people's ups and downs of their fucking lives?
Yeah.
We can't know this.
I don't know that stuff. So another really funny convention story is me, like, this is like, so my grandpa died.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Stop.
I'm getting back to it.
Stop. He goes, this is a real funny convention story. So my grandpa dies.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Continue.
Okay, so here's what happened. So my grandpa died, and this was 2 days before Whorehound in Indianapolis, and I couldn't miss the show.
Right.
And I was super bummed, like really, like, I mean, he was, he's my fucking childhood hero, like, I mean, and I was having a really hard time. So, I wasn't drunk during the performance. We played good, but Rico played drums for us during that set. In that set, I fell over on Rico like 3 times. I think I fell out of the bed onto Rico, and he just picked me up like this, like a baby, and put me back into bed. And he was like, Zach, you got to get control of yourself, buddy. I love you, but you got to. I was just having a really, really bad week. So I'm like drunk, and I'm sitting there with Johnny Ott, and I see Steve Ving, I see Peter Kelly, and London May walk by, and they're there with this guy, their agent Scott, really, really fucking nice dude. Scott, shit, can't remember his name. Same life. He's a big supporter of the band. I feel like an asshole because I can't remember his name.
Right.
But honestly, he probably wasn't. This is actually a memory those dudes definitely don't want to have. But I said, hey John, do you think I should go up there and bag tag those guys? He goes, are you serious? He goes, I said, yeah. He goes, you won't do it, Bassham. You won't do it. And I'm like,
I could see his face. I could see his
and
face.
He starts attacking it. He goes, you won't do it. So I said, watch this. Take the last swig. And I go, hey guys, I'm Zach from the Big Bad. I really love you, all the things you guys do. Bam, bam, bam. 3 dicks in a row, bag tagged the 3 of them, dude. And then just walked off. Like the fucking, their agent was like, it was like this. It was terrible. It was so terrible. Like, I feel so bad that I did it, but at the same time, I'm just like, it's pretty fucking funny. Who does that to their heroes?
Nobody.
And I'm just.
I wonder what I would love to have sat there with their agent and been like, just listen to the conversation that was had after you.
Who the fuck was that fat cocksucker?
Right.
It's just
believe
crazy.
That guy just fucking nut tapped us.
Yeah. You wanted to, this happened to our nuts, man. This happened. What the fuck? We're supposed to be rock stars here.
And so what? You just walked off and that was that? No,
I just walked off and that was that.
They didn't say like, "Yo, asshole, what's up?" Like nothing.
No, dude. They were in shock.
Did you give him like the fucking the light tap, or did you go in?
I went light tap. I didn't go hard tap. I went light tap. At least I think I did, but I don't. I mean, who really knows?
Who really knows?
You know, I mean, like, I mean, in my head, I think I did the light tap, but I mean, who knows, man? I mean, it might have been the back. I don't know.
Right. I mean, you were a prison guard back then, so it might have
Well,
been a
yeah,
hard tap.
yeah, I mean,
right.
you know,
Like he.
oh boy. I might have had an attorney or two
right.
in the
Listen,
years, but you know,
life.
I don't know. I guess as sweet as I am, I can be just as violent and mean. Unfortunately, like you know, when people try to take your head off for no reason,
Right.
and
Well,
so
there's
you gotta
that
defend
fucking
yourself, man.
that there's that part of our brain that says
It's fight or flight.
we must survive here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I came home with concussions. You know,
Yeah.
being knocked out. I had piss and shit and every goddamn thing you can think of, cum, fucking vomit, like everything you can think of thrown at me.
Fucking A.
There just comes a point in time where you fucking put two
Can't
or
do
three
it.
gloves on, and you grab that fucking turd and you hawk it back at him, man. And I've done that because you know, I mean, what the fuck, dude? You know, I mean,
Yeah.
in the jungle, you got to be a beast.
Yep.
If not, you're gonna be fucking food. You know, I don't know.
Yep.
It sounds stupid. It is stupid. Like I hate violence. I hate that shit. Like it's not. It's not.
No, yeah, there comes the point where it's, you know, you gotta that part of your brain when that shit's happening to you, you know, there's that defend yourself
you gotta
mechanism
defend yourself, man. And,
that needs to be there. So
yeah, and you know, it is what it is.
yeah,
But I will say this: I've never had a bad experience outside of work, and like even dudes that I've gotten fights with, I see them and they like. There's only been one person that I've ever had a problem with, and I was with my mom.
And that was me. No.
I was with my mom, but since then, me and him are okay. But I was with my mom, and this guy starts yelling at me. I'm pumping gas, and he starts yelling at me, and I said, I'm like, and I just started talking shit back to him, and he was like, "Come on over here." I said, "Come on over here, motherfucker. Come on, come on." Mom's going, "Oh my God, is that man trying to hurt you?" I'm like, "Yes, mom, he is. Just lock the doors. If things get bad, call 911." So she rolls up the doors. And I'm like, "Come on over here. Come on over here." If you would have came over there, dude, I was just gonna take the gas. I was just gonna pour gas on him and take out my lighter.
God damn.
Like, dude, don't fuck with me when my mommy, dude. Like, that's
Yeah.
my girl, dude. I ain't gonna try and make her feelings hurt. I'd rather fucking set a motherfucker on fire than hurt my mama.
Right.
Even though I do it on the regular. But
we never finished the Horror Hound fucking partnership here.
Oh yeah.
How did that come together?
So I met them and we made great friends, and so I called Jessica up, like our guitar player at the time, Jared, left. And that hurt, dude. That hurt real bad. Jared, like Flannery was, you know, but he's still one of my best friends in the world. But he had to leave. I understand, it's cool. So he left, and I got DK'd in the band, and I had these songs that I was sitting on for a long time, like a long, long time. Like I've been like picturing this record in my head, and like one of the songs you guys like, Miss Monster, like definitely inspired. Like We Own This Town. Like if you ever listen to it, like seriously listen to it, you're gonna be like, oh God, that's such a fucking Mr. Monster song. Like seriously, like if you listen to it, you're gonna be. And I wrote that like at the beginning of the Big Bad.
Right.
So I've been sitting on this song for like 10 years, and like that's the song we play in the Trauma movie. Like that's one of our best known songs. But so and then like there's a song called Lost in the Night that I wrote about my Uncle Ronnie, who was like, you know, my childhood hero, who passed away when I was like 10. And I wrote all the music, and you know, so all these everything just was aligned at the right time. And I called Jessica up and I said, "Hey, I got this record. You guys got a label. I want to put this out. I really think you guys should put this record out. It's going to be good. I promise you, it's going to be good." And like they sent me a contract in the mail, signed it, and we've been in cahoots ever since. And I mean, they're the best people, like, you know, to be in business with. I mean, they're more than that. Like, I mean, and then I got to know Jeremy, the other side of Whorehound,
Right.
And he's one of my best friends. Like, I mean, they're just great people to work with. You know,
That's awesome.
they're top notch, man, and they'll stick with you if you stick with them. Like, unfortunately, like the other bands on, like right now, we're the only band on the label.
Right.
Like Harley Poe's left the label. They're releasing stuff solely. The Levels broke up. I don't know if they're actually kind of just in limbo. I think, I don't know.
Right.
Brett's in the
Right.
Army. For the Wolf, changed their name and started doing something else. But like we're on the lookout for new bands. Like we want to build this label up and really, really, make things happen. Like they're going to launch a digital platform, kind of like a Netflix channel or something like that. And there's going to be multiple medias. Every media that you want to watch, or like watch or see, is going to be there. And so, like, if you're somebody involved in horror or rock and roll, or like just you do something that's horror related, submit it to Horror Hound. Like we're looking, like it's a building block.
There you go.
So,
See that? I'm doing you guys a service, okay?
yeah.
Now you know. Someone's asking how you actually got to the Big Bad band name.
It was either going to be called. There's this urban legend around here. We call it this girl named Mamie Thurman, who was murdered in 1932 under very mysterious circumstances. She was nearly beheaded and shot twice. And we were going to call the band Curse of Thurman, but nobody like was in agreement of it. But
Right.
the thing that we were all in agreement was we were all big Buffy nerds, and we're like, let's call it the Big Bad. Like, I mean, and like, dude, I still love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm like, Joss Whedon's a fucking genius. Like, and I've watched that series like time and time again. It's always awesome. Like,
Right.
I used to make fun of my roommate for watching Will Flannery, our old roommate. Like, we were roommates. I used to make fun of him. And then when I moved somewhere and didn't know anybody, and then our guitar player was like, dude, you need to watch this. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So I watched it, and I was like, holy fuck. Ashley made fun of me the entire time. Then she watched it and was like totally addicted too. So we were like, I was like, man, let's just call our band the Big Bad. And it's kind of ominous. Like, it's still kind of like the Big Bad Wolf, or like the big, like the
Right.
the Big Bad something. You know what I mean?
The big bad something.
Yeah, So like that was just the reason it happened.
The fuck?
It all came. Everything actually like happened really organically. And I know that sounds like some fucking weird ass thing that somebody on NPR would say. It's like, I was sitting in this tea shop and everything just happened really organically. We came together. Like, have you noticed that? You ever listen to NPR and like hear all those folk bands, and they're talking about how things happened, and they're just like, it came together so organically. We just came, and they had this somber voice, like, you know what I mean? And they talk about, and usually it involves some tea shop, and I'm just like, fucking goddamn it, just tell a different story, please. Tell me you jerked off a bear. Tell me you jerked off a bear. Tell me y'all went camping and decided mustard makes us puke. It's just Jesus. Fucking tell me something else besides you're in this tea shop and it was in the Art District and da 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 da. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Why can't you be like the Velvet Underground and be like, we were all on heroin and Andy Warhol decided we were interesting?
Jack chimed in and said you look like a dick.
Oh, thank you.
He was just saying such nice things about you, Jack.
I was saying nice things about you, Jack. Thank you. Dick.
And we're talking about how there's not a misunderstanding, but just I don't know, your non-approachableness with those sunglasses, which is why we haven't talked yet.
He wears his sunglasses at night.
You wear your sunglasses at night in the venue, so I'm like, I don't know if I can talk to that
He
guy.
will not trust you.
And he's holding his sax. I don't know, man.
I should have I was just like, maybe I should be really funny, like wear sunglasses and be like, hey man, what's up? Like at the beginning of the interview, but I was like, that's so stupid.
You're like the first guy in a minute who hasn't had spooky Halloween lights in the background.
At
Yeah,
this
Joe's
air
been
conditioner. I think
going.
it's-
Joe's
I
been
think it's
going
fine.
out.
I think
Yeah,
it's- I think
Joe.
it's fine.
Yeah, you have the air conditioner
I have
and
the
the
air
fucking the
conditioner.
tiki, the tiki
I
stuff.
had a lot of things going on behind me, but the internet connection sucks so bad. It kind of fucked everything up. So there would have been ambience. I do have these candles I can put here. Maybe. They're
Look at
snake
that.
candles.
Oh, see, is that Jesus?
Yep, I get them for $1 at Kroger. That's why I like them.
Joe's saying, are you talking about Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess he couldn't believe it. I don't know.
Yeah. That's the thing is, like, sure, Spikey refers to himself as the big bad, but like they would always be like, what's the big bad? What's the monster this week? What's the thing they're fighting? So it's just like, and it would be like, what's the big bad this week? And I'm just like, the big bad, that works.
The big bad, yeah. You never know what you're gonna get.
You guys might think it's really stupid, but you know what? Every fucking Buffy nerd on the face of the planet, they're like, fuck yeah, dude. You guys named yourself after a Buffy thing. Oh yeah. Oh my god. And like, I mean, and they're always super excited about it too. They're like, did you name your band after Buffy? I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I told you, bitch. Like they're always excited about it, and some of them are dudes and girls, but they always have.
You've settled bets like in relationships with that.
You might be able to. to. But they're like, but seriously, it's a thing. They're like, I told you it was about that. But whatever, bitch. Oh, dude.
What's the next thing you're doing?
So we have the Ballad of Mary Kelly coming out. Hopefully, it's going to be ready for Christmas. If not, it's going to be a New Year's baby. Then in the spring, we have Hexed, our long-awaited full-length album. It's our 5th full-length album. And then after that, we are on our way to do VHS, which stands for Violent Horror Story. And it's going to be something.
It's going to be something, all right.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be something. But that's all I can actually say. But it's
right.
There's a.
I get it. There's things coming down the pike for me that I like to tease, but I can't really say anything about. So people get pissed off at me that I'm even talking about it.
Yeah. But
like I'm doing something really cool, but can't tell you about it.
It's just like, oh my god, dude! Have you seen this show? I cannot tell you the name, but Jesus Christ, there's tits and ass, and there's lots of blood.
There you go.
It's called the Sons of Flanarchy.
Well, there you have it, everyone.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing next. Fucking you have a website? You want to plug anything? You have anything to plug here?
We got a Facebook. We are actually sold out. We have
nothing to sell, so go fuck yourself.
We were sold out of t-shirts, but we have we have the Big Bad Band Camp. Come visit us at the bigbadband.com or Big Bad Band at Instagram. All that stuff. Check us out on Whorehound Records. We got a lot of plans for the future. Check out the Big Bad. If you're looking for stuff or material from us and you don't want to see the Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, type in the Big Bad WD on YouTube, and that usually gets you right to us. And there's lots of links. There's some videos, and they're pretty cool. And check out Shakespeare Shitstorm, #Shakespeare Shitstorm. Just premiered at the Fantasia Film Festival just recently. It'll be out soon, and that's about it, man.
Cool, man.
That's all we got. But long live the horror, and check out fucking Blitzkid's goddamn Halloween fucking extravaganza.
That's right. That's coming up soon. I saw the set. I've been privy to some backstage.
Yeah, I had a big conversation with
stuff
today about it. It's gonna be fucking something really special to watch.
Gonna be badass, man. So yeah, everyone go check out that Blitzkid thing.
Yeah.
On my end, everyone, I do have a fucking EP up on Spotify. Go check that out. It's up wherever you get fucking music anywhere these days. So iTunes, fucking you name it. Everywhere there's music, there's my fucking EP. Oh wait,
the Big Bad. There's also
hold on,
there.
guys. brand new news, breaking news right this
Ooh.
moment. I now have my own artist page. So my artist page was tied to some trance guy for like the first 2 weeks that my fucking EP was up on Spotify. So like I had like some hardcore trance records also, but now I have my own fucking artist page that I have to now like claim and get myself on some playlists here. But yeah, I'm on Spotify. Check that out. I have a website, LokiGuitarOfficial.com. I have a merch store. There's some shirts, hoodies, fucking masks, coffee mugs, hats, book bags, you name it. You could always stream the show here.
Merch.
Yeah, fucking merch, man.
Yeah.
It was just my birthday, so if you want to fucking support a dude that's fucking trying his hardest for you guys, go check out my website, buy some merch, fucking leave a fucking tip. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. I don't know what else to say about that, but I'll see you next show. I think Friday I have Carmen from Johnny B. Morbid. So he's always a fucking hoot and a holler to talk to. We'll have lots of fun with him on a Blackout Friday, which I don't know if I got what it takes anymore.
If you get bored, you can always call me up.
Right, yeah, we'll get you on. Yeah, we'll get you on three-way with fucking Johnny B. I'll just get you on every show now.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you can totally anytime. I'm down.
So yeah, I fucking love you guys. I'll see you on Friday. Peace out. Zach, you stay there.
Will.
Peace, guys.